many of you people decided to drop $100 on one of them fancy swivel chairs with adjustable legs in the back, and then you put it in your blind for this view right here? You got three choices. Take it back, go back to that cheap ass collapsible chair that you've been sitting on, dig a hole to put it in, or modify it. I'm going to show you how to modify it. Well, this is the culprit right here. It's about 3 inches too high. My plan is to take 3 inches off the bottom of the legs and put this all back together. Okay, let's attack this. Okay, what I've done is I've unscrewed this plate right here. There's 3 little screws that hold this mechanism together in there, and it just pulls right out. It appears there's about 1.5 inches of the post inside the adjuster mechanism, and it appears to be epoxied in. So what I'm going to do is take a hacksaw, cut this off, get it out, and then see if I can come in and peel the metal part off of the plastic piece. It sounds easier than it's going to be, I'm sure of it. I was so going to make that harder than it needed to be. Come on, baby. It's catching on the... There we go. Come on. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking with the hacksaw. Good old-fashioned pipe cutter. This is a cheap one I got at a garage sale too. Almost through. I can feel it. It's pipe thicker than I thought. I'd have been hacksawing away forever on this thing. Come on, baby. There we go. 1 down, 4 to go. Yeah, this is going to work out perfect. I've just taken a pair of vice grips and I'm just deforming the pipe all the way around here. And look, it's coming right off. I'm going to put this in the vise and pull it out. They got tricky with me. There's 2 little dimples inside of here that must lock into a groove. So what I'm going to do is take the hacksaw, take the blade off, put it back on, slot this, and then I can crumple it and get those tabs off of that groove. Piece of cake. I just got that groove cut in there, and now I can just take the vice grips and roll this thing on it. So and it is coming out. Come on, baby. Did not damage that in any way at all. I sliced a little bit into the back part that stops it from coming down all the way, but it ain't gonna hurt a thing. Well, just lining this up with the edge of that while I cut it off, took 1.5 inches off. I want to take 3 off. So I've marked 3 on this side. I'm going to go ahead and cut all the legs down to at 3 inches off right now. This one, I only need to take another 1.5 inches off. And I'll just basically do the same thing for both sides. I'm going to handle the non-adjustable legs is I'm just going to drill the indents out of it slightly. The minute I start to see plastic, I know I've gone far enough. Okay. I've gone far enough. Now let's do the other side. Piece of cake. Looks adjustable, but I tried to adjust it. It didn't adjust. Hey, before you put this all back together, be sure to deburr this real good, because it's not going to want to, these pieces are not going to want to go in. I must have dirt on the damn thing. Okay, I want to show you something. These are directional. Now, the dimple where I drilled through on either side is going to tell you where this needs to line up. And it needs to line up where this dimple is center with that pipe. And that one is not. It is now. All I'm going to do is just tap this on, and then I'll figure out a way to keep that on there in a minute. This is a piece of cake. I just took a dull punch, popped it on there, give it a few whacks. I'll do both sides. Those legs are done. Yeah, I decided just to use epoxy with this one. There's no way to use a punch to dimple hold this in place. Same goes where these articulate have to be lined up with the center of that post. And it makes a difference where you put these, because they're locked into a slot. So if you want the locking mechanisms on the outside, do it. Or if you swap them, they'll be on the inside. I chose the outside. And when I go to do this, this is just a quick two-minute epoxy. I am going to, this tube just slides right in there. I'm going to put this up here. I don't want to get it below into this because it'll gubber up the mechanism. Just get it a little bit on there. Take a little bit to get started. Make sure your lever's up. I'm going to do this to both. Like I said, you only got like 2 minutes before the stuff starts to set up. I got plenty of time. Okay. Now, let's get this on here. Like I said, make sure your articulation's lining up. Look at that. Slid right on there. Use it as a hammer. Look at that. Yeah. Make sure everything is where it needs to be. So you can still move these into place. You can put force down on it and move them and feel that it's in place. Okay. If you want it to be somewhat pretty, I guess you could come in and clean it up. Don't get it in the mechanism. Do not get it in the mechanism. Okay. I'm going to go get a rag and clean it up the rest of the way. And then let this set up for a few minutes and get it out to the blind. What a huge difference 3 inches makes. There we go. I'm in business. Now we just need to get the deer to come in.